Hello everyone, this is Kian. I am currently at Madrid Barajas Airport, Terminal 4. Today I'm flying Iberia IB113, a 1:20 p.m. departure to Santiago de Chile. In this video, I'm sharing my personal experience flying Iberia business class product, as well as the lounge experience at T4S. I just dropped off the bag at the business class check-in counter. The area is very small compared to some other airlines' premium class check-in area. They do have another small section exclusive for onboard Emerald. There's a fast-track area at Madrid Airport for security. This airport was so busy, the transit was very long between T4 and T4S. I felt like I was waiting for rush hour London Underground. But secondly, there was a cars designed for non-EU citizens because after the transit, there are two entrances to go up the escalator. One is for EU citizens and one is for non-EU citizens. I'm at the entrance of the business class lounge of Iberia. The one in T4S is very strange. It's in the middle of the duty-free area. In the lounge, of course, there's no champagne because it's Spain, so they have cava. Let me try how good it is. It's not bad, actually. And a flask white wine. I think it's okay, but the temperature is not really correct, I feel, so it's a bit warm. Do you like the food in this lounge?
Yes, the food is nice. It's just like pinchos.
How about Isa?
I really like it.
Yeah, I do too. It's just very Spanish. But unfortunately, we're here in a shorter time after breakfast and before lunch. So all of the items available are kind of like the picky bits. So more like a tapas and some sweets and fruit. The boarding for economy and business class are segregated. That's the economy jet bridge, and I am on the business class jet bridge.
Hola, bienvenido. Segundo pasillo derecho.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Bueno.
Unfortunately, the cabin configuration is the old generation business class seat. It doesn't have a door, and the lack of storage is quite obvious. I am on board. The welcome drink offered is water, orange juice, cava, or a non-alcoholic cocktail. So I opted for cava. I think it's the same cava as in the lounge. I quite like it. Usually, the cava served in the UK is pretty bad quality, but this one is quite good. This is the business class lavatory. Here's the Amenity Kit, which is quite standard. The color resembles the uniform of cabin crews with red and yellow accent. It contains a hand cream, lip balm, toothbrush, earplugs, a super big sock pouch, eye masks, and also the information card serves as purpose of a bookmark. It seems Iberia is really pushing people to read. Right after takeoff, a white towel was delivered. After the hot towel service, the drink trolley is pushed to the aisle for drink services. For the aperitif, I asked for the teal pepper fino, which is a very pale, dry white wine. I asked for some olives, and Oscar is quite having the same drink, but without the cheese. Let me try the pale white wine. It's like apple cider vinegar without the sourness. And it smells like champagne. It's quite tasty. The green olives actually have anchovies in them, but Oscar really hates them.
They're so gross. Like, I really vomited the last time I tried them. Thank God I don't eat fish very often.
But I love it. It adds some interest to the olives and is actually very tasty. Like, not salty, but it's very savory and has a umami taste. Let me try Oscar's queso. Very rich. I think in general, the quality of the products in Spain is quite high. It's kind of difficult to find a place to eat, and it's a bit disgusting unless it's like very tourist spot. But otherwise, I think the quality of food in Spain is generally pretty good. I noticed the design on this aircraft is very much to the precision. So, for example, this wine glass fits in perfectly in this cup holder. It doesn't move at all. The starter has arrived. There are two choices. One is the octopus. Another choice is a vegetarian choice, which is tomatillo ceviche and a very generous pour of white wine and a very generous pour of white wine for me as well. It's very cute. The salt and pepper shakers are in the shape of the Infanta Margarita, a princess of Spain, which looks like this, like in the very famous paintings. And it says here, take me home. However, they are made of plastic. I'm not really sure whether I do want to take them home or not. Maybe I'll take home a pair as a souvenir. The spice on top of the octopus and the salad is exactly the same as the chorizo. I think the pace of the service is very fast. The cabin crews have already started to look for empty plate. Yeah, it's too fast compared to British Airways I'm used to, which is like too slow. Yeah, I think it's better to have a middle ground. Why are we so slow? Why is everyone so fast? Yeah, why is everyone so fast? Like the people in front of me have finished their starters already, and I haven't even finished like the cultures yet. There are three choices of main dish. Oscar opted for the pasta. It looks very nice. This is my choice, which is the Iberico pork. The other choice is the prawn. It's slightly tough, but it's very tasty. The flavor is something I like, and it's not over seasoned. Maybe that's why I like our Spanish food nowadays, is because it's not over seasoned, not over salted, and I'm able to customize my flavor profile for myself using salt and pepper. And I don't like salt, so this is perfect. Both Oscar and I opted for the ice cream for dessert, and I'm having a cup of black coffee. Espresso is also available upon request. The meal service concluded 1 hour and 40 minutes from the departure time. This is really speedy. I felt a bit of pressure to finish my meal as quickly as possible because the cabin crews were walking down and up the aisles to check whether passengers have finished their starters, main dish, so they were able to offer the dessert. This is very much in contrast to the 3-hour conclusion of British Airways main meal service. I think there should be a middle ground between both, but I do appreciate how speedy everything is on this Iberia flight. The meal was very delicious. All of the options are Spanish. So I do feel like I am flying the national carrier of Spain. Quality of the food is great as well. The classic Spanish water bottle was offered after the meal service. As I said earlier, this aircraft was designed for the procession, so this water bottle fits in perfectly. It's literally perfect. Wi-Fi is available on this flight. It is free to message for business class passengers and Iberia Plus members. It is also possible to purchase a Wi-Fi pass. The options include a 4-hour browse and stream pass for €13.49 or a full flight pass for $24.99. I think the price is quite fair for such a long flight, especially. At the front galley, there's a setup of some snacks, drinks. So I just went there to get an apple, some pretzel, and here is a focaccia. There's also some other packaged snacks such as this. All of the available snacks could be found on the online menu as well as the paper menu. So I think it's very informative. The focaccia is the only substantial item. Yeah, it's just left as on the menu since it's warm. I think the cabin crews would be more than happy to warm it up, but I don't really mind. I'm just really hungry. The flight is quite long. It's very Spanish and very tasty. The focaccia is really good, so I asked for 2 more, and this time they are warm because the cabin crews offer to warm them up. On the side, I am having a gin tonic. The gin is the £50 gin. £50 is the brand, it's not the cost. It's just called £50 gin. And the tonic water is a brand I've never seen before. It's probably Spanish. It has a scent of yuzu and cardamom as said. Here, gin tonic. Yeah, the cardamom scent is quite strong. Not really sure whether it's the gin itself or it's because of this tonic water. Let me just try the tonic water on its own. Okay, I think it's from the gin. The tonic water is actually quite mild. The entertainment system is quite smooth to use. For example, for the movie section, the choice is quite good. They have Disney Plus, so I guess it's very suitable for young kids as well as Disney fans. Earlier, I played some games. They have Monopoly over here. Also, I played Uno. Yeah, it's quite fun. I think sometimes for me, it's difficult to concentrate on board watching a movie or TV drama. So these games are a good way for me to spend my time. So far, I'm super pleased with the flight. The cabin crews are super friendly and very efficient. And just now, for the gin tonic as well, the cabin crew brought a bottle of gin next to it, brought the gin tonic water right next to me. This is very unusual. I think I'm just comparing everything to British Airways, especially Iberia and British Airways are owned by the IAG. However, the customer service experience and the onboard experience are totally different. I really enjoy trying a different national carrier and experiencing something different on board, and Iberia certainly ticks this box. Roughly about 2 hours and 20 minutes before landing, we are served a pre-landing meal. Oscar opted for the tortilla and he asked for some white wine. For myself, I ordered the empanada and some white wine as well. Once again, the meal choice is very Spanish. Both the empanada and tortilla are classic Spanish dishes. Yeah, it's tasty. It's slightly salty to my liking. Let me try some of Oscar's tortilla. The tortilla is cold. I prefer the tortilla to be warm. As tasty as the meal is, I think it's slightly small for a pre-landing meal considering the flight is about 13 hours. But I guess people could have had some snacks in between, like what I did with the focaccia. The second meal finished very quickly as well. It's very interesting that they started off the tea or coffee literally 10 minutes after starting to distribute the second meal. I'm finishing my meal with an espresso. Overall, I had a very pleasant flight on this Iberia flight in business class to Santiago. I didn't have much expectation simply because Iberia and British Airways are owned by the same parent company. So I thought it might be basically the same standard as British Airways. However, it is very much like a pleasant surprise. The food was tasty, the cabin crews are super friendly. I really hope you enjoyed my video sharing my personal experience flying Iberia business class from Madrid to Santiago de Chile. If you enjoyed, please do like, share, and comment below letting me know your Iberia experience or whether you'd like to try Iberia business class. And please do also subscribe to my channel for my future travels and adventures. Thanks for watching.